Recording.
Dun dun.
Oh my god. Oh wow, yeah. Cool.
Nice.
Okay, sweet.
Both of them recording at different levels.
Cool.
Excelente.
You're ready to start recording your podcast. Once it's done, you just simply hit pause, share, export, and the podcast is done. Also, I should just add, I recently created
I think we're good now.
We don't need his stuff.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, go away. Alright. Let's see. Okay, I'll close this. Let's see, alright. How comfortable
How
are
far
you?
does this go? I'll just have a look.
It's got this lead.
I could sit down there.
Okay. If you want a cushion, I got these.
I'll sit on this little stool.
Or this, if you want to sit on the ground.
Uh,
Yeah?
yeah,
Consider it.
I will. It could happen. It could work. It could be the way I go.
And then what I was thinking is, like, we can just chat, and then, good to have the internet handy to just like look up stuff. Actually,
Yeah.
let's see.
Yeah, she's. The close-up thing. Oh, that's a good thing. I like the contraption on that. It's a good mechanism.
Yeah, it's like you could just have it hanging off a tree branch or something.
Oh, sweet. Not pens.
Okay, so what I have is, as a starting point, get this subscription where they tell you like the top 5 stories of the day or whatever. Era of global boiling arrives. It's one headline. Damn.
Global boiling.
Fuck. Housing.
Everybody's got boiling water now.
Yeah.
Everybody's on the noodles.
Salty water even. Creek water. Housing bill back for debate.
Housing bill.
This will be good because if I talk to you about like the day's topics, it's topical. And you know, you'll just be like, most people will be like saying whatever you think about it, and then we'll just talk about it.
Yeah. Alright, very good.
Cool.
Thanks. I can reach. Yep.
Okay.
This is good.
How funny. Okay.
It's sunnies.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is a two-person pod.
Yes. I'm just trying not to be, I'm just feeling like I don't want it to be contrived at all in any way.
Contrived? Yeah, no, I don't know what that means.
Like,
Doesn't.
fake.
Fake? Oh, right, yeah. I made that up. I know what it means.
Okay, fine.
I don't want it to be contrived.
Did I get the meaning wrong?
Either. I'm trying hard. I know. I don't. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, how about you? Do you want to be the host for a
Trying
sec?
not to breathe on the. Well, yeah. I'll do my best not to. I just look at the sound things and I go, oh.
I can cut out the breathing. I can cut out the breathing.
Yeah, we'll cut out the breathing. Painstaking. But it'll be, you're welcome, everybody. Unless we'll do a breathing in edit, $5 paywall. You gotta pay $5 to hear the breathing.
Okay, how about this? We'll just
you can understand the actual true pace of the show.
I'll put in just a very basic structure we can start with. Play with that. If it's shit, we can edit it as we go, and then after that, we'll record like some sort of intro because we don't really have an idea of what this is yet. So we can't really intro to something we don't know what it is.
But it's already going though.
It's already here.
It's already happening.
Okay.
That's like.
All right. Welcome everyone. This is extreme close up of today's events.
Yeah. So we're gonna just talk about the current events. It's a similar. extreme close-up, right? Colon or semicolon. No, not not of a colon. I'm starting
Grammar jokes.
Extreme close-up, right? Current events. We could also call the show a current event.
Oh,
but
yeah.
there's a few people don't worry. There's somebody out there who
Current event.
Yeah, there's a bit of comp. So we're just gonna go with extreme close up.
Yeah, I like extreme close up.
Double colon current event.
Actually, I wrote it down.
That's what we'll do.
Maybe we should just put this one up unedited, and then I'll make an edited one, but for I don't know.
Chuck a few. If it's no good, right, then just do a director's commentary on the pod. You go over and be like, this bit here where I'm talking about bug spray.
Well, okay, so the thing that I wrote down was an extreme close-up look at today's events. So that was it.
This bit here where I'm rambling, I had no idea what to say at this part. I was like, what do I do? Just say something. Fill in the time, that's what your job is, yeah? So, and think about that, like all the speech you've done in your whole life, that's all the preparation and learning you've done up to this point until now.
This is my peak performance.
Now, preparation meets opportunity. Got the microphone. You can use all your skills of conversation.
I wonder if it's picking me up okay. Yep, it's all good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, no phones.
No, but I'm reading the thing. I'm reading the thing.
That's
all right.
Yeah, fine. Definitely.
Let's trial it. If I'm being too Nazi about it, we'll just not do it.
It's already unedited. We got 7.5. No, that's 8. Because the minute ends at 59.
Yeah, let's count every minute as we go.
8:01.
Okay, anyway, so let's just look. We have a list here. It's an email I get from the Saturday paper. They call it Post, so it's really good. It's a summary every day. I don't read it, but I should. So this is good. So the top headline was, "An era of global boiling arrives." We'll just skip through them.
Global boiling. Yeah,
global boiling.
I like that.
I like that. It's fresh. It's new. Housing bill back for debate, of course.
Housing bill.
It's very big. EY, so Ernst Young.
Are you pro-housing?
Well,
that's debatable.
I'm very flexible. I've slept in a car before, continuously.
Pro-housing, yes.
Define
but
housing.
It is very nuanced.
Does a tent count?
For tent is yes. This is now you've entered the can of worms. You've opened the can of worms.
Yeah,
housing.
Can't wait for that one.
The debate is a tent a house. Can you say you're a homeowner if you have a tent?
Yeah.
It's like yes, you can.
I guess it's anywhere you can accept mail.
Just who
is a house?
Oh, that's.
Unless you have a PO box.
We have electronic mail now.
And
so
that
we're
too.
a paperless society.
Yeah.
I am anyway.
All right, third one is Ernst Young staff report ugly culture. Ooh, that'll be interesting. I actually can't wait to read that one.
Ernst Young?
They're like
They sound like cliquey. They're like, hey, you got to be young to work here. Hey, there's a lot of ugly people in society.
Especially with the name Ernst.
I don't like this ugly culture. Can we get people to look better, please? What's that? I'll tell you my favorite makeup.
Oh yeah.
I can't. Maybe it's Maybelline, but it might be worth it mentioning L'Oreal, right? Because it's worth mentioning. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
What's the other stories?
I get it. The slogans. That's cool.
I have that picked up on the mic. The volume's gonna be fucked. So because we don't have ear things, so
headphones.
Somebody will have to go through painstakingly again. No, because when. Like, we're going to have to just check for,
if it sounds okay?
Well, like, if you're speaking like this, it'll come across real quiet.
Yep.
And then somebody will have to go through and be like this.
Actually, I wonder if I could
Someone will have to go through and to quote a song, fiddle with the volume.
Yeah, okay.
They'll have to fiddle with the volume.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Do you like editing?
I
like
like editing, yeah. I like editing.
Yeah, maybe we can...
Constantly editing.
Maybe we can...
I call it evolving.
Yeah, well, maybe we can both have a go at editing.
It confuses
and then
people.
whoever's edit is the... Hello.
Back on.
We're back.
Alright, very good.
We're back. Sorry, I nearly killed it.
No one will notice if we edit it and don't tell them. You ever been to Melbourne?
Yeah.
Yeah, Melbourne. They don't have any sun there. Not like here, where there is sun.
I've had people say that they feel like they're cooking in Melbourne.
Cooking.
Like their body cooks.
They feel like cooking. Their body cooks.
Yeah.
Because of the heat?
Well, I think because... I don't know if they had a good
mind.
explanation, but I felt
Are they talking about their mind?
Cookers.
My mind cooks in Melbourne.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's just all they said, and I felt it.
The part of the word mel has a different meaning to me, because when I hear mel, I think people are going to say melt.
Or Mel
because
Gibson.
of what happened to my brain. Yeah. So, yeah, Mel Gibson, yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy. And just mind you, everybody, he's not the only Mel Gibson. There's other people. There's Melvin Gibson, lives in Idaho, you know. Born in 1920.
Okay.
Too, and stuff. Like, so, yeah. Anyway.
Interesting guy.
No, we can't talk about any of the Gibsons, like any Gibson members of the family, no.
Well, okay, cool.
No
you really wanted to speak about Melbourne for a particular reason?
No, not really, no. Why?
Oh, because you brought it up.
Have I ever been?
I have been.
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
Yeah.
There's no sun. If you really... Alright, I'll tell you the sitch on Melbourne for the tourists. Because the key demo, I don't know about yours, but mine is backpackers. Okay? Over 30 backpackers. Right. Well, actually, look, it's not okay, don't worry.
Well, we're in that demo.
Yeah, what the hell? Okay. So here's the tip. Yeah.
What? Listening.
I had a tip about Melbourne. Oh, yeah, okay. A tip for all the backpackers. This is like, in Melbourne, there's a lot of really cold days.
Yep.
And a few really hot days. So that, if you know that, then you're sorted for weather conversation. So you can get your small talk going. You can say, hey, everyone, if it's going to Melbourne, are you?
And you can apply that to any city, so that's really useful.
Yes, well, this one's particular to Melbourne. That's the only one I know. With Sydney, I don't know. Like, I don't have.
Well, you missed one for Melbourne. 4 seasons in a day.
Yes.
You heard people say that?
Yeah, I've heard that about many cities, though. And I don't feel like it's as specific as mine. Like, my one's very specific to Melbourne. Like, there's a lot of cold days, but a few really hot days where you'll be like, what's going on there?
Yeah. And then you could even make that like, there's no bad days, only hard days. Wait, no.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, well, that's cool. I like that. It's like, it's good to have general chit chat that you can apply to any day, because you'll never run out of things to talk about with anyone. That's a good.
Yeah, like this. That's exactly right. Like if you have the slogan, "Every day above ground is a good day," people will be like, "Yes, that's very positive and chipper." But
yeah.
Of course. Well, it is for me, considering where I've been.
I'm just trying to remember this. Well, like someone said, there's no bad days, only hard days, but that doesn't sound good. I don't know. That doesn't sound very inspiring.
If hard is good, you say hard is good. You only get out what you put in, but you don't want it to be too hard. You want it to be just enough, and just you want most of it to come from just the other elements, like the more less common elements, like the mental and the timing and all that stuff, rather than just the brute force of it. You know, like the most efficient way to clean
Yeah.
is better sometimes.
I'm
with
kind of
smart
thinking
chemicals and stuff.
what we could do with this podcast is we could go the focused political element, because that would be a dream for editing. Like, I think this is going to be a nightmare to edit.
No, we don't need any editing. This is all good stuff. This is like the True Life podcast. I think that's another name of an actual podcast, but like this is like the Winging It podcast. Wings. It's like, hey, this
Like that,
podcast is like
band.
Wings,
Yeah.
like Paul McCartney's band in the brackets.
And how did that band do?
He'll be cool with it.
Yeah?
It did well. Highest selling band of all time was one of their members.
Yeah.
So it did pretty well. It did, yeah. No, but it's the best band, right?
I mean, what was that
that's
hit
a
that they
can of
had?
worms.
The Wings band. What was that hit?
Band
song?
on the Run.
Band on the Run?
Band on the Run.
Okay, I didn't know that.
That's
Band
That's
on
a
the
high
Run?
quality
Is that how it
song.
goes?
You can tell because of the amount of work that has to be put in to make it.
Is that the
It's
song? Though?
reflected in
Is
the
that how
song.
it goes?
Yes, that's
Okay, cool. I'm glad.
spot on.
What else did they have?
I don't know.
Oh,
Nothing else worth listening to.
yeah, that's all they needed.
They had one song and then they broke up. Disaster. Yeah. But
It was like
I
someone
think
was
that's
saying
not
about
done.
Savage Garden the other day, saying that they were a one-hit wonder, but they had that song Chicka Cherry Cola. You know that one?
Which year was that in?
I don't know.
2008? Because that would be like, oh, they did alright if they did that.
No,
Because
it
they
was,
were big in 98.
yeah, it was in the 90s.
Savage Garden. Two good words.
Mm.
Good combo there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that movie where somebody was like, oh yeah, I'll tell you a good combo of words. Cellar door.
Yeah.
Cellar door. Isn't that lovely? It's like, yeah. But it's like, but I spent 10 years in it reminds me, every day above ground is a good day, alright? Don't, cellar door, yes, aesthetically very nice, but it just reminds me of the cellar where I spent 10 years in prison, right? Okay.
And you dreamed about the cellar
keep
door, I
mentioning
guess. That was inspiring.
Who?
You were trapped in the cellar.
Yeah, I was. Every day above ground. You know how, you know that's Chopper Reed's album name or something?
Cellar door?
Every day, no. Yeah, every day.
He was a singer?
Every day above ground is a good day. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
But he's dead now,
a
isn't
sort
he?
of a singer. Yeah, everybody, yeah. Well, everybody
R.I.P.
dies.
Sorry. Yeah, we
It's
all
like,
have
he
to at one
died, did
point.
he? Well, I guess he wasn't that I think, if you're good, you're immortal, so...
He's probably not enjoying himself now.
Oh, yeah. He might be shooting people and, getting in fights, which I believe he would enjoy that. But that's who he was, and is in the future when he's reincarnated.
Do you have an idea, do you have like a gut premonition of how you think you might die?
I will die in public. And it'll be embarrassing. Everyone will crowd around me, and I'll be like, "Oh, go away!" No, like, let me. Yeah. I'll be like, "Hey, stop! Don't cause a scene, okay? There's no saving me, all right?" Actually, I won't care about that, but I feel like it'll be in public, outside, like on a day like this. In a place like this,
And it sounds like you didn't want to be saved if it happens.
Well, if you know there's no point saving, just be like, don't worry, this is all good, it's over. I've read the Tibetan Book of the Dead. I read it yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, so I know when I see somebody drinking a cup full of blood, right, and they've got 9 eyes, and I know that's the guy. That's Buddha or whatever,
If you
That's
see
what
that
the book
guy,
says.
9 eyes and he's drinking blood.
The book is just like, on the second day, child of noble family, you will come across a large dragon with a tiger head with 9 eyes, drinking a cup of blood. Do not fear this thing, because it's facet of your imagination and go into it. For if you don't, and then if you don't, you go and it keeps going, and it's just like at the end, it's like, all right, look, you've fucked it every time. You've had every chance to just recognize the big creature drinking blood as your own mind, and you were too scared. So now you end up a human again.
This is if you dream
that's
this?
samsara. Well, you'll essentially dream it in the same way that you're dreaming right now, right? You'll perceive it. But I don't think that the cup full of blood's real. I think it'll just be very more of a feeling. I don't think there'll be visual. But when you're there, right? And these are similar states, I guess, to DMT, but I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, okay?
Yeah, you've never done DMT.
I've done DMT, but I didn't break through.
Oh, okay. Yeah, neither.
I just did a weird movement, which I was embarrassed about.
Oh no, that could have been your public death.
Yeah, just and everyone's like, oh, yeah.
Was it what is it when you smoke
movement.
it? Changa?
Changa?
Is that what you had?
What's that?
Is that it?
What's a changa?
You can smoke DMT.
Oh, right, yeah.
Is that what it's called? Changa?
I don't know. I think it's some brown bark stuff.
Not ayahuasca?
No, I'd like to do that. I'd like to do ayahuasca, microdose it every day, so I can see into the place and be like, hey. No, I don't need that.
I knew someone who was a drug dealer, and he was a bit creepy. Oh, and I was
it's not me.
Anyway, but he was the kind of creepy guy where this is back in the days when I was like, how old was I? 24, and landlines were a thing, and he had my home landline because I lived with my parents at the time for a short period of time. Anyway, but this guy called me and we had like a 3-hour conversation on the phone, and this is back when I was like too polite to be assertive. So I was like, oh, he's talking to me for ages. Would want to offer me like free massages. But anyway, he said that he would sell crystal DMT, and he said he would sell it to me, but the condition was he had to be my spirit guide. Is that gross?
Fuck.
That's so gross. So I never did it, obviously.
Help you, but it is a bit of a gross vibe.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I appreciate this, but you
no thanks.
While I'm in there, I don't know.
Yeah. But
he could have been good. He could have been bad.
Yeah, I didn't want to take that risk. But
yes,
if you're looking for natural Australian sources of DMT, black acacia has the highest amount of DMT.
Oh, sweet. Mm-hmm. Hey, if anyone's listening, please make me some DMT.
Yeah.
So I can break through, and I want to start living my other life in that dimension now, right? If I'm not already. I just want to be... it doesn't matter. Just get me the DMT.
Why do you want to...
Please, I'll give you...
So what's the appeal of that other
so
dimension compared to...
Well, maybe they have... they can... I want them to tell me, and this might sound a little bit cooked, okay? But I want them to tell me about how to get in contact with the very advanced beings who live above the earth and the spaceships and the moon and stuff, and all that. The high frequencies. I want them to be like, hey, this is what... But I already know what to do anyway. It's all just be a good person. That's my new thing.
Yeah.
It's working. It's working. Like, I'm just like... I realised that if you're just nice to people, like, and you just keep going with that no matter what, your life will get good.
Yeah.
And at the same moment, I realised, like, oh, wow, that's why I've spent a lot of time in a state of mind which, I did not good. It's like, because I was always making little rude, I was always kind of making little snide remarks all the time to people growing up.
But that can be fun.
It can. But I wouldn't notice. Like, I was a bit specky as well. I was a bit specky.
What
like
is
a bit
on the spectrum?
On the spec, yeah. On the spec.
Everyone's on the spectrum.
No, on the inspector. No, in the spectrum. Everyone's in, yes. So, I couldn't tell, like, how good or bad what I was saying was. but a lot of it was like mean, and also a lot of it was embarrassing. But the goal now is like try and be kind. I'm like, oh yeah, that really centers it, because otherwise it's just across the spectrum. Like, hey, this is kind, this is mean. You feel bad, I will feel bad soon. But so I realized.
Yeah. How do you
always-
deal with people who are mean to you if you want to be kind to them?
I don't know. I can't remember somebody being mean to
Okay,
me
so I'll tell you about this scenario.
anymore. Yeah.
One time I got onto the bus. This was pre-COVID. It is relevant anyway. I got onto the bus and I didn't go through the front door. I went through the middle door.
That's a big no-no.
I got on there. I was in a hurry, just slipped in,
Big no-no.
did my Opal card thing, beep, got on. And then the bus driver, because he was parked at the stop, he got out of his seat, walked down the aisle, the hallway, whatever, yelled at me, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, you don't go through the side, you have to go through the front. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I think I remember what I said in response was, and I feel cringe, embarrassed about this, but I said, okay, you don't have to yell, don't victimize me, something like that. And then there was like a group of, boomers sitting in the middle, and they were like, oh, like scoffing about me being like, oh, I'm a victim. But I was like, it's so unnecessary for him to do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I really wanted to like say something back to the people who were being super insensitive to my suffering, but I didn't. But if they kept going, I was very close to snapping.
Yeah.
What is that? That's abuse. It's such unnecessary abuse, right? What do you think? How should I respond to that in a kind way?
You'll have to say, well, I'll have to stop abusing people, because I think what happened there is you created that by doing that to somebody. That's what I think. So you must have done that to somebody at some point. Like, hey, like, God damn it.
Damn.
And then it's coming back to you.
So I had that in my vibe.
Karmic seed.
And he responded to that.
Yeah, it was triggered.
Okay.
It was lit off.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like you got to figure out the time. And with this sort of stuff, a lot of it is like little small add-ups. I would say with that one, it's pretty clear that you might have been doing that to somebody, and he might have been doing, but yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's what I've
and then
claimed to think.
My response to him being like,
you'd have to be like, in order to like break it, you'd have to be like, all right, you'd have to be like, oh, don't take it personally, and that you've got to do that so quick, because if you don't get it within 3 seconds, it's like a dye or a chemical just goes throughout your whole body, and it's just like anger and all the things that you didn't want to trigger. So you've got to like stay in this.
Oh yeah, I totally get that.
It's really, you got to do it quick.
I have,
because I would have been like, if I had gotten off, depending on my age, if I was 24, depending on my mood at the time, it could have gone either way. But I think like...
Yeah, I think people in their 20s would have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Because we don't
know.
Not
going to generalise.
Yes. A lot of people would and wouldn't. But then again, it's all about... The key takeaways... What did I do?
What did I do?
I've done something.
That's what I do.
That's on, and that thought that I just expressed now about that, that's like the secret to life.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
I figured that out when I was on mushrooms next to the ocean.
You know what? Someone who used to be a Scientologist said something similar. I remember they said if someone is criticizing you, if they're like accusing you of something, they have actually done the thing they're accusing you of themselves. So they're projecting it.
In a way.
So it's like a good thing to question that person. If they come out all of a sudden, they're like, have you been cheating on me? It's like they were probably...
Yes.
Yeah.
Or something... It tends to always fit. But there's other ones where it's like telling little white lies and saying little thing and just doing little jibes, and they add up. And then that could build up and come back with like just a really bad mood.
Oh, God.
You know what it is? What you do...
I have a lot of debt then.
It shades your perception of the moment. So the moment might look exactly the same, but your perception is shaded by these terrible emotions that you've put out and caused other people to feel.
Yeah.
And then it comes back in just like a vague, like,
shit.
So I realize the less I treat people like crap, the less I feel like crap. And I can be like, oh, wow, hey, I didn't treat anybody bad. Whoa, I feel good. And it's starting to work because my karma was about flat.
Yep.
I have a tattoo that says karma.
Oh, you have tats?
I got them when I was 18. And that's, 13 years ago. And then I just was like, that's no more. Like, these are silly.
Okay.
Yeah.
For anyone doing the maths, that means Miles is 31.
3-1. I say 3-1 because I'm young still. That's what the cool kids are saying these days. 3-1. I'm 2-1. Yeah, I'm 3-1. What?
That
Same
reminds
age.
me of the lyrics from I'm Pretty Fly for a White Guy. He wanted the tattoo 13, but they drew a 31.
Yeah.
That's you now.
That's a good song. I feel like the protagonist of
That song was great at the time. Yeah.
They're a good band.
Yeah.
The Offspring. So, like, simple, but works.
Yeah,
It's
no, I
like
really like them. I had a big phase in 2008. Loved them.
very soft kind of sound. It's like soft and gentle, but powerful.
Yeah, it was powerful.
It's not
I liked
painful. They're not trying to punish the audience with
it. Yeah.
their audio.
I'm just trying to
They're
think
not
of one
trying
of
to
the
be
songs that I
weird.
really liked. I don't know. I liked it. It amped me up, but I think it was a little bit like angsty. It was angsty.
Angsty, that's most of the music that gets big. Oh, got a numb foot. Yeah, angsty.
You look tanned.
Thanks.
You've been at the beach.
I'm naturally tanned. No, I've been tanning. Yeah, I tan myself.
You go to salon.
Yes.
Have you watched American
I go to
Psycho
salons.
recently? Are you a fan
Yes,
of that movie?
I watch it every week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do watch it a lot. Not recently. Well, actually, no.
I have to watch
I've watched
it.
a lot, but
Yeah.
not recently. It's a good movie.
I made a commitment to myself that I'd watch it every week for
Okay.
the rest of my life.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll become like. Otherwise, I'm gonna have. That's the commitment.
You want that reminder to not be like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I need. So that's how I watch it.
The first time I watched it, I actually didn't pick up it was meant to be satirical. I just thought it was just kind of stupid. But then when people started quoting it back to me, I was like, actually, that's pretty fucking funny. It's a good movie.
Yeah. It's Stanley Kubrick's finest film, I would say, having seen it so many times.
Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah.
He wrote it.
He wrote it and directed it. I'm quite sure.
Oh, no, a female directed it.
Was it? Mm-hmm. Ah, well, okay. I'm thinking of a different movie.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I haven't.
Fact check.
Brian De Palma.
Let's see.
I'm going to go with Brian De Palma.
For
Not Stanley Kubrick. For
Well,
American Psycho.
Bret Easton Ellis wrote the book.
Oh, yes. Marvelous. Marvelous name.
Yeah. Story by Bret Easton Ellis. Director Mary Harron.
Oh. Well. Yeah. That's.
You are so wrong. So who were you thinking?
Hey, I'm not-
Stanley Kubrick. Let's have a look.
I just
it's okay
said
to be
Stanley
wrong.
Kubrick.
It's okay to be wrong.
It is okay to be wrong, because that's how you learn. So the more wrong you are, the more right you are. In a way.
Yeah.
Eventually. In time.
It all comes around.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Like, yeah.
He did Clockwork Orange. That
I
movie.
watched that when
That's a good
I watched
movie.
that when I was 11.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a bit early.
Have you read the book?
Kind of made me feel a bit uncomfortable, like scarred me.
Bit malinky.
Just like, I was like, oh, this is not the vibe I was looking for today. With that, I remember watching it vivid, like with the guy, where I was. It was weird.
You remember watching it with the guy?
With my friend. Don't worry.
You're right. Like
He was
which
my
guy?
friend. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry, everybody. This isn't...
But have you read the book?
Yes.
The book is great.
Yeah, I read the book as well.
So good.
Yeah, I like that guy's writing. What's his name? Stanley.
Anthony Burgess.
Anthony Burgess. Yeah, he's mates with Stanley Kubrick.
Is he?
Yeah, probably. He'd have to be.
Yeah, probably.
I tried, yeah. Yeah, what else happened? I gotta, yeah. Wait. No, check it.
Oh, I'm going to get some water. Do you want some?
Yes, please. Just keep it recording.
Oh, yeah, it's
Just
still
in
rolling.
case anything happens. Any hijinks.
Never know.
Stuff happens all the time around here.
Yes. Oh, there you go.
Thanks. Thank you.
We're back. Cool. All right, that's good. We're getting the ramble out. That's good. I think we need that to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a few things I want to fix. But I can't do them on the pod.
You want to fix?
Just a few things in life.
Well, yeah, let's explore that, and then we'll revisit that in the next pod.
Yeah, just a few like things here and
Can
there.
have like a update,
Just a few
Miles
things,
update.
yeah. We don't need to discuss it, but it's, you know.
You what?
No, a few things here and there.
We
Yeah.
all have things we want to work on.
We do?
Yeah.
Well, like what?
For me,
Yeah.
oh, I want to clear my karmic debt because I don't want bus
yeah.
drivers to be attacking me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, maybe I was like, at a protest, maybe you were like, hey, you know, like threw a bucket of blood on somebody. Like, take that, you fat cat.
I think there's a
Corporate chill.
well.
Corporate chill.
I think what I got to do is there's like a loving kindness meditation,
Yeah.
and maybe I should do that and imagine loving the people I hate. That's freaking hard.
That's almost too hard. That's like trying to lift 500 kilos first time on the bench press.
True.
You know, on
Yeah.
on the BP.
I'll just start with my cats.
Yes.
I do
Well,
like
yeah,
them.
that's if you give food to somebody who's a prick, but you're like, here, take the food anyway. It's kind of like in Star Wars movies where like the bad guy's fallen and he's done so many just, you know, wretched things during the course of the movie.
Maybe I should make friends with ScoMo.
Essentially, or at least say happy
Send him an
birthday
email.
with genuine, like no traces of
Sarcasm.
fuck you or anything.
Let's see Scott Morrison birthday.
His
I don't know when his birthday is, and you'd think we would because he was our leader for 3 years.
I didn't even follow that. I was like, who's the Prime Minister? Isn't it John Howard?
Okay, I found his
Seriously, for
birthday.
years.
Do you want to guess what his horoscope might be?
Is it Scorpio?
No.
Sagittarius?
Let's see. I'm gonna look up what
Libra?
this is.
Pisces?
So he's a Taurus.
Oh, right, that's relevant.
Very grounded, I think they tend to
Funny
be.
you should say
Very
that.
stubborn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. But it says a person born on May 13th, so that's his birthday,
Oh, that's classic.
has a natural charisma and a warmth
That's true.
that draws
That's
people
true.
closer.
I will say that. Hey, ScoMo has a calmness about him,
He does.
and like it works for him because he's like a Teflon Don.
This is true. Look, you take
He's
challenges.
skilled, he'll do well.
You take challenges head on, and you don't like anything standing in the way of achieving your goals.
Yeah.
That is true.
Well, good on.
Fuck.
Good on. You know,
It's
every
very
politician.
accurate. Oh my god.
Everybody did. You know, he did well.
When's your birthday?
March the 29th.
29 March.
I'm an Aries. Which is funny you should mention birthdays because I was watching Millionaire Hot Seat last night. It got pretty heated, I'll tell you that. So one of the questions was which one of these star signs is a synonym for the word elevate.
Okay.
Right? And the first one, A, was Aries. And I did a quick calculation. I was like, boom, that one, arise. The other one was like Taurus. One was like Saturn.
Okay.
Woman's like, or the guy, she passed, and the guy was like, oh, no, I don't know. Yeah, and they got out.
How would you describe Aries?
I would say, like, if you look up all the specific characteristics for somebody born March 29th, 1992, 3 a.m. in New Zealand, that's me to a T. You will be like, oh my God, that's spot on.
Let's read this. What do you think about this?
Spot on.
It says March 29, cardinal in modality. Aries sons thrive when they are in control of their own lives.
Yes.
Capable of experiencing something new and of their own making.
Yes.
Likewise, their fire and elemental placement makes them vivacious, captivating, and confident.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
See
That's
what it
me
says about
to a
me.
T.
I'm going to see.
You're a Scorpio. Yes.
It says October 31st, Scorpio will have a good sense of authority and power in a relationship. Oh, okay.
Hey, that's good.
I'm a president of a political party.
Yeah,
True.
that's a good sense of,
It's no surprise that a Scorpio in a romantic... Why is it talking about romance right now? Okay, it's not surprise that a Scorpio in a romantic relationship is intimidating, to say the least. And October 31st, Zodiac likely begins the first date with questions and plenty of them. Interrogation.
Good. That's a good strategy.
I'm questioning.
That's a good mating strategy.
Yeah, you got to vet.
Everybody at home.
You got to suss them out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was watching another guy on Hot Seat last night, and Eddie McGuire was asking him. He's like, "Oh, so Warren, you've written 2 books." He's like, "Yes, Eddie, I've written 2 books." He's like, "One's about serial killers." It's like, "Yes," and one's about AFL. It's like, "Yes." And then he's like, serial killers, eh? Oh, yeah. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, I told them not to bring that up. No, he wasn't. But he looked like he should have said, he shouldn't have mentioned it. It's like, yeah, I just wrote an AFL book, Eddie McGuire, president of Collingwood Football Club. Be like, hey, dude, me and you will get along like a house on fire. Give me all the questions. Don't worry about serial killer books. Because Eddie was like, serial killers.
AFL.
Are you a serial killer? It's like, no. Not practicing.
But I would murder at breakfast.
But if you're talking about thoughts, have you seen American Psycho? Yeah, have you read it? Yeah. Would you like to see my drawings? Yeah. Yeah, so
My blood splatter paintings.
You've got to see the 3D effect I've done with the blood on the wall. It looks so real you could swear you were really there.
You could, swear you could actually see the murder happening.
Yeah.
Don't mind the body there.
No.
It's a cast. It's not a real body.
I'm an artist. I'm a real artist. That's called just talent. It's made out of substances of...
Do you know Patricia Piccinini, the artist?
Silicon.
Patricia Piccinini.
No, I'd like to, though, just based on the name.
Yeah. Delicious.
Yeah. Hey, focaccia. Over here.
Piccinini. Yeah, she does really realistic looking sculptures. So, she was looking at, she was, I think, concerned about, stem cell research, maybe. Because she'd be making all these, freaky looking, gross, silicone skin and hair. And it was, I really liked it.
Silicone skin and hair in the art? Oh yeah, that's I like yeah, sort of like who's that guy? Jonathan Brian. I don't know. He cut a cow in half. He's super famous.
Oh, Max
He's English.
Ernst or something?
Ernst, yeah, something Ernst.
Yeah.
Brett Ernst. No, that's some comedian.
Look that up. Half
No
a cow.
lookups. Oh,
No,
yeah,
I got to.
yeah. Hey, is that painting on the wall? Is that woman drinking out of a goon sack?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm glad. Not some people don't know what that is.
Are like, oh, that's too artistic for me. They're like, I must not know what cool, rich stuff is. And then that's somebody with
Just
their
legs.
feet, yeah, lying, relaxing. 3D. Pretty good.
I don't think
Good
that's
art.
Max Ernst.
Pretty good art. Yeah. Yeah, no edits, so we got to keep it.
Okay.
We got to keep it.
Damien Hirst.
Damien Hirst.
I was close-ish.
Yeah, he made a cow. Cut it in half. That's a good artist. You know, with art, I like talking about art. That's really what I am. Is an artist. Through and through.
Yep.
But now... art. Yeah. Damien Hirst is my... Well, actually, not really. My favorite artist... Like, I don't know. Some guy who used to play NFL football for... And he married some woman. And then he was... famous.
That's a hard question when people say, like, what is your favorite whatever? Like, someone asked me the other day, what is your favorite comedian? And
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I don't know. Who has, like, one favorite? Like, we're not six.
I have my favorite experiences of art. Me and my friend took mushrooms and looked at a Picasso painting for a while. It was changing colours. It was from his early mid-period, blue period. Really realistic. And we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Not even every time I went to a gallery, I've often been like, oh yeah, this is a bit of a charlatanism, yeah? You guys, who's flogged you this? And then sometimes I'm like, that's cool, it's bold. Then sometimes I'm like, that's pretending to be more. Like, you can feel art, that's the thing. People put their feelings into it. Like, and so that's what, it's transferring a feeling you have. And people are like, when you made this art, like, the feeling you had making it was not good, I don't want it. So the better the art is, the better you feel making it. So, I guess, maybe.
It's
That's
interesting.
fucking
I mean, I
meaningless.
like thinking about that. You have to be skilled. You have to be good at the skills. Like, you can have all the...
skilled and you have to love doing it.
Well, you can have all the best intentions and the feelings and stuff like that, but I think if you're not if your skill isn't crafted, then it's hard to articulate that in the concrete form.
Yes, totally. Like, if you, yeah. But if it is, then it's easy.
Yeah. But I mean, I think
Yeah.
it's really interesting. There's so many different ways to look at it, like death of the author sort of thing, or...
All you need to do for anything you want in life, you just find someone else who wants it, then help them get it. And then you'll get it back. That's all you need to do. See, like, and then the more you know that, the more you'll be, like... giving just like, if you have something that, like, gives you shit back, you'll just keep putting shit in it. But you gotta wait for it to come back.
I have to think about that one.
It works. This is straight from psilocybin. Like, I have considered myself for some years, and there's a plane going on above. A miracle of flight.
I think... No, I'm saying...
I don't want...
Wait, hello? That was weird. Do you hear sometimes, like, a vibration happening? I don't know. Maybe I'm
Yes.
crazy. Anyway, but it just happened again.
Sound is vibration.
Okay. No. I think I agree with what you were saying about, like, the giving thing.
Yeah, you can essentially, anything you want to do, you can do it.
Yeah. Well, I
Because
have
it's
to
just-
think about
but
what I
all
want.
you have to do is
though.
meditate on that. Oh yeah, even if it's like real easy, Or really, it doesn't matter. It's essentially infinite if you're using this. Because I think it'll ultimately keep you in the throes of samsara.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe not. Because I want to get zero karma.
Mm-hmm.
I saw an ad on YouTube and someone was like, make this your last life. Become a Buddha when you die. And we were talking about religion. And like this, the spiritual nature of like the vibe, when that goes, it's like so much of the things that should be apparent to us go. Like all the frequencies and like all the magic that people can do. And like the selfishness kills that. So
Okay.
if you just like want to feel good, and even if feeling good is like feeling good is not getting blasted in the face verbally by some old guy in shorts when he's like having a bad day.
Like the bus driver.
Yeah, like the bus driver. Yeah.
He's playing on my mind.
And so that's be like, all right, if I just get maybe a wink, but not too like a good wink. Like, hey, like a bit of a joke one.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Not like any wink's pretty good.
Yep.
Compared to a spray. A verbal spray of yelling. So,
Yeah.
you just be like, all right, that's baseline, that's what I want. It's like, do you want that? You're like, yes, okay, I want that. So, that'll work as a fuel to keep me remembering, hey, always be nice. Just keep being nice and don't attack anybody in any way.
I don't think I do.
This is me reminding myself. Like, I forget every day.
But I mean, I don't think I do. Actually, no, I do.
Yes, but you just think deeply. Yeah. Like
I do, but I think it's warranted, and I think people. I don't know. Fuck.
Well, then, if you think it's warranted, then you think he's warranted as well.
Well, I think it's okay to have fights.
I think
it's okay to have
Italian
conflict.
fights, Italian traffic fights, is a perfect level for a large, sprawling society. So Italian level, and I've never been, I've only heard about it from secondhand sources, people who've
That
been.
you trust.
Yeah, I trust and or listen to.
Yeah.
You know? And from what I've heard, it's like, that sounds like the release everybody needs. It's to say, hey.
Yeah.
You
It
are wrong.
It might actually creep them out if you're like super accommodating of their release. You're like, do you feel better now? And they'll be like,
too soft.
It helps me to know that I've helped you feel better, or I don't know, be
My
really
identity is
weirdly like accommodating of their irrational outburst. That might creep them out enough to not do it anymore.
I like it when you have a good outburst and then it's like, hey, and then you've got the skill and the finesse to bring it back down and be like, sorry.
De-escalate.
Super stressed. And like, me too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess, one way that I've seen people can do that is, excuse me,
Sorry,
is you don't respond straight away. You pause, and then you go, "Are you okay?"
Well, is that a script?
What do you
Where
mean?
did you learn that?
I just saw it somewhere online. I don't know.
Yeah, that's mimetic. Yeah, that is. What I don't know. Like in the past, I would have frothed. What's the word? I don't know.
Depends on your speech impediment.
Yeah, frothed. I would have been like, oh yeah, the bus driver wants to have a go, eh? Well, it looks like I'm on the spot then.
Yeah.
It would be like, hey.
You would have arced up.
Like, oh shit. I'm breaking down. Who are you? Huh? No.
Wow, I wish I could see that.
I should have done my shadow work. I deserve this. Right. He's like, relax, man.
Maybe, you could say to the bus driver, I deserve that.
It's like, yeah, that's a good one. Like, hey, I deserved that, mate. You're a fucking
high five.
Thank you for being my mirror.
Yeah.
You're my mirror.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you for keeping me in check.
Yeah, because it shouldn't be taken personally.
Like, Jesus, are you in there? Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I know you're in there. You're in this bus driver's head.
Yeah.
But then that becomes like being a dick.
But you don't want to enable people who continue doing that.
Well, however you make him feel after that. If he's like, hey, that person yelled at me. I just yelled at that person and they came around and gave me a feeling of compassion for like yelling at them. Well, maybe people on the earth are pretty decent. I just haven't seen any because of the culture. And, you know, being on your phone all the time obliterates the culture that gets pushed. Like, yeah.
Obliterates connection.
It obliterates
Speaking
frequencies
of,
and infrared spectrums of colour.
and I'm not a fan of being distracted by my phone, but I think we've been talking like this for an hour. I feel tired.
Yeah.
I'm
You wanna
sorry.
Wrap it up.
No, well,
Exhausted emotionally. From
no. I think what we could do is
didn't let
we
you
can.
talk.
We've done this for an hour,
Done a
so
bad
this is
job.
good. No, and
Fine.
we can both edit it, and then let's try my style.
What's your style?
So we'll go through the top headlines,
That's a good style.
and then talk shit about that.
Yeah, I was just being like, oh,
You're expressing yourself.
I was just going, what's in here?
Yeah.
What I've got is so much just, I was like, what am I, trying to be a Buddhist monk here? I was like, oh, you're sounding a bit monk-like, man. This isn't going to resonate with the youths.
And it's like close to lunchtime. I think I just need to eat something. So yeah, let's take a break, but you can continue chatting. Stretch break.
Put in the time.
Do you want to end it?
57. Yeah, I get ended, I guess, yeah.
Okay. You want to say goodbye?
No, that's alright.